Listen closely, for this is not just a story. It is a warning carried on the wind, whispered by the spirits, and remembered by the earth itself. In the forgotten village of Umoko, a child entered the world under a sky that had turned black. The sun vanished, birds scattered in terror. An eclipse swallowed the land whole, and at that moment, a newborn girl cried for the very first time. Her cry was soft, but the omen was loud. They named her Amara, but the elders knew this was no ordinary child. Shadows clung to her cradle. Animals refused to go near her. Her tiny eyes glowed faintly beneath the moonlight, and the villagers whispered, "Cursed at birth." She grew up watching laughter she could not join, watching friendships she could never keep. Everywhere she walked, fear trailed behind her like a second shadow. At the stream, the water trembled. At the market, palm leaves curled. At night, the wind circled her hut like it was searching, waiting, claiming. Amara lived among humans, but something inside her belonged to the dark, and the dark was patient. On the night she turned 16, the moon was full, heavy, silent. Drawn by a force older than time, Amara walked to the sacred river. The air tightened, the trees leaned away, even the insects fell quiet. Then her body changed, her bones stretched, her skin erupted with scales, her legs fused into a long, glistening serpent tail, and her scream, soft, broken, desperate, echoed through the night as she became something no human heart could accept, a serpent spirit trapped in the body of a girl. The curse demanded a sacrifice, not blood, not flesh, but life itself, and so under the silver moon, she hunted. The first was the village drummer, a boy whose music could raise joy from ashes. He never saw the serpent girl approach. By dawn, he woke trembling, hands too weak to hold his drum. The next was a palm wine tapper, a man stronger than his own tools. He was found slumped against a tree, strength drained like water from a broken pot. Then the prince returned, brave, fearless, bold. But courage cannot save a man from a curse he cannot see. The serpent girl found him, and the warrior prince awakened, barely able to stand. Still, no one suspected Amara, but she suspected herself. Every morning, she woke with tears on her face and the taste of guilt in her throat. Her human heart was drowning, but the serpent inside her was waking. One night, a wandering herbalist sensed the truth. His charms trapped Amara in a burst of spiritual fire. But the explosion left him trembling, empty, drained. Fear spread like harmattan flames. And then the hunter saw her. He saw the girl screaming inside the monster. He saw the curse tearing her apart. He saw the fear in her glowing eyes. And for the first time, someone understood. But understanding was not enough to save her. The elders prepared a ritual older than memory. Torches burned with blue flames. Drums pounded like thunder. Incense curled through the air like ghostly fingers. At the sacred river, Amara slithered into the circle of charms. Her serpent form glowed, wild, beautiful, terrified. The charms ignited. Light wrapped around her. The earth opened with a roar, and she was swallowed into the spirit realm. There she knelt before ancient beings made of fire, mist, and symbols. Their presence shook the air. Their judgment was absolute. They showed her life, every victim, every tear, every night of sorrow. They felt her pain, but even spirits cannot undo consequences. Her punishment would be eternal. Her serpent body hardened. Stone crawled up her scales like creeping frost. Her breath slowed. Her eyes dimmed. Her heart whispered its last cry. In a single moment, she became a colossal stone serpent, frozen between worlds, awake but unable to move, aware but unable to speak, alive but no longer living, a prison of silence, a lifetime of regret, a curse with no dawn. And when morning came, Umoko awoke renewed. The drama played again. The tapper climbed once more. The prince stood tall. The sickness was gone. Peace returned, but the story never left. Now, beside the river where her curse began, the stone serpent sleeps under moss and moonlight. Fireflies drift around her like lost souls. The wind hums softly through the trees, and if you listen carefully, very carefully, you may still hear her voice, not in words, but in sorrow, the sorrow of a girl cursed at birth.